Welcome to the BNS Awesome Podcast.
We discussed this. We discussed this before for like 3 seconds.
I waited for him to kind of purse his lips like he was going to say something, and I stopped him.
Because I was just getting background noise for the recording. B comes before S.
Okay. Anyways.
Phonetically. You can even say, hi, this is...
We're doing it non-phonetically.
I'm introducing Bob for the BNS Awesome Podcast, and I can introduce Scott, but it's not the S and B, it's the B and S.
I fly by the seat of my pants, Bob.
Yes, you do. That's how we have you here. So, Scott, this is our first podcast, technically.
I released one in this year, but this is our first official...
Of the year.
It's
2020. It's a new year.
We're in the rolling 20's, Bob!
It's going to be horrible, just like the last 20s. There'll be another depression. They got new viruses coming out of China. The world is ending. How does that make you feel?
Go China! See, they're always up for something new.
So yeah, the world is terrible. Everything's awful, and we're up to a new year.
We're off to a new year.
Holidays.
I think it was happy holidays.
Whatever. New year, new problems. No, sorry. I figured we'd just talk about, the year, things to come, feelings, things that you're excited about.
Yeah, how's your new year been? Have you played any new games?
I played a game that's relatively new. Went back and started Majora's Mask 3D for the 3DS.
How's that been going?
It was just like playing it before.
So very good.
Yeah, I love it. I love that
9
game.
9 out of 10.
4 out of 5 ghosts.
4 to 5 ghosts. You hear that, Peter Dinklage?
Scott keeps thinking that we use a rating of 10 star system.
I don't know.
He's forgot. You skip a month for the holidays and he loses everything. He's like, I'm going to go to a 10-star rating. And I'm like, who are you and what have you done with Scott?
For new people of the podcast that may not have heard us before, we do a ghost rating system just to piss off Peter Dinklage.
I thought it was because we love Peter Dinklage and Nolan's okay as a second choice. I haven't played Destiny since the new DLC because no one's playing it with me. And I'm not a giant Osiris fan.
I think I'm over with Destiny.
Scott's done with Destiny.
Again.
The game's better than it's ever been before, and he's done with it.
How long has it been since you played?
Christmas, but I've been busy. I plan to go and do all the DLC and just do it. We were gonna do the dungeon together, and Scott's just like, I have a family. The problem is with that game and the other game is there's a power level difference. I could be top tier, and Scott isn't. We can't do anything together.
No, exactly.
Same thing with Fallout. What can Scott do?
No. Sorry. Fallout's a fucking hot trash mess.
How do you feel about the updates that are coming out? Let's talk about Fallout more at the end, but...
Yeah, what...
The new Wastelanders DLC with all the NPCs is coming in.
Well, that'll be interesting. I thought that's a free one?
There's been a couple DLCs that are free. I'm doing air quotations in the air, but yeah, Wastelanders is coming out sometime early first quarter. And the PC version is just everyone had all their stuff stolen. So yeah. PC Master Race, up yours, Cade!
Ginger
duck
person. Duck person. I'm glad you're playing something different.
I'm going to go play Breath of the Wild finally, too.
Are you? You finally unboxed?
No, but I'm going to do it sometime next week.
Nice.
I see the speed record is 28 minutes, so that's the time I'm aiming to beat. Not 100% completion. I'm just going to beat the game like that, skip everything, and just win it. I'm in it to win it.
It's a good game. You'll enjoy it. I think you'll actually really enjoy it.
That's what people said about all the other ones, but I'm really more of a Oracle of Time and Majora's guy. I wish they'd continued on his game instead of murdering him and then putting him dead in Twilight Princess.
Yeah. I've been playing the new Dragon Ball Z Kakarot game. Pretty good. It's just like going back through the Frieza and...
Does it have alternate game routes in it?
Not that I know of.
Because a lot of the good ones like Budokai and Budokai Tenshi or whatever, they had like alternate game modes where you could change events in the game. So they went separately, different storylines.
No, it's pretty bang on the storyline, I think.
Well, then it can go itself.
Okay, sorry, we touched a soft spot with Bob. First time on the BNS Awesome podcast. Now, this is awkward. No,
this is my new thing for the year. Is I'm just gonna hate everything more.
It's fun. I don't mind it. It's better than expected. It's kind of nice because I'm like I used to watch Dragon Ball up into the Buu. I think it was Majin Buu phase, and then I kind of fell off. So it's bringing back the memories of it. It's almost like it's episodic.
Can we talk about how just like Pokemon in some ways, once you get past a certain point, it's just hot garbage that makes you want to kill yourself and everyone around you?
I see Bob's played the new Pokemon.
No, I've been putting it off.
It's okay. I played it a little bit. We got it for my son for Christmas.
You had Dragon Ball GT that nobody liked. Then you got Dragon Ball Super and Super F and all this new stuff.
All the new stuff, yeah.
It's just there's some of it's okay, but a lot of it I just hate.
I've never even
and
watched it.
I know I'm not alone in that.
I don't even know if I've watched GT.
Well, GT was terrible.
I don't think I watched it.
It was Grand Tour, was the GT.
Oh.
So he got wished back into being a child, and he goes on an adventure with Trunks and his granddaughter. They have wacky misadventures.
Definitely didn't see that. So, moving on. What else did I start playing?
He wants to talk about Dragon Ball, then he doesn't want to talk about Dragon Ball. Because it's an area of expertise I may have more expertise in, and I just hate everything new. I'm a grumpy old man. I'm only in my 30s, and everything is awful.
I just don't know enough about it. Because like I said, I watched it up to a certain point and then like fell off of it. Like I remember it was on YTV. That's a Canadian kids network. I don't even know what the fuck it stands for.
You know what was a real problem? You know what else program they played on that?
What?
Sailor Moon.
I could see that being a problem.
Yeah, it was.
For those of you that don't know, Bob's a huge Sailor Moon fan.
Oh, great. Now you've outed me with everyone. Now everybody and their dog knows now, Scott.
Everyone, listen. That's the sound of a man that loves Sailor Moon.
Fighting evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight.
What does the fan say?
No, I just remember they had them, but there was like lots of reruns, and then
like the joke was, are they ever going to get off Namek? Because it would always just go back to the start of Namek, and it's like you could. I watched it once. Like I say, I have the uncut DVDs, and I got the Kai series. They don't spend that much. It's like 2 seasons on Namek, but you would never tell it from watching it on YTV. It's like it's been 5 years and they're on Namek.
Oh, it drove me freaking crazy. So I got to, like I said, I think Majin Buu. And then I was like, I can't watch this anymore because my brain fucking hurts.
That's okay. It ended after Majin Buu.
Okay. So, okay, I watched all of it then, but it's still, that was rough. Rough.
It's, I'll say this as a controversial, it's not controversial, but some people it's controversial. There's a lot of differing quality in Dragon Ball. There's not a consistent, it's like Gundam. There's really not a consistent quality for...
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, there's a lot of Gundam shows that came out, like, after, when Seeing Destiny came out, I think I've said this before, I was like, it's god-awful. Now I look back at Seeing Destiny, and I'm like, it's like...
It could have been way worse.
It's like a scene from Citizen Kane. I'm just standing there clapping, standing ovation for Seeing Destiny. I'm like, bravo! Bravo!
Bob's like, oh my god, Ready Player One is amazing.
Oh, yes, exactly. It's like the exact same feeling. But when you watch... Attack on Mechagodzilla City, then you go back and watch Ready Player One, standing ovation.
Wait a second. It's kind of like watching the Godzilla anime, the one.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. Sorry, I cut you off on the same point I was trying to make.
I was literally explaining the point you were trying to make when you cut me off to explain the point that you were going to make.
Yeah, and then I stopped and. This is awkward.
Instead of talking about that thing you're talking about, could you talk about that thing you're talking about instead? No, Scott, I'm not going to talk about the thing I'm talking about to talk about the thing I'm going to talk about, okay?
Moving on to Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, that's wonderful.
It actually is pretty good. I finally watched the end of Mandalorian.
Oh, God. Look, okay. Anything new that you're going to get on there? Yeah, it's fine. Everything in The Simpsons has a third of the picture missing because of the format changes. And I cannot watch that. It's hot garbage. It's like when my sister said, oh, I see Evangelion's on Netflix now. And I was like, oh, yeah, it's on Netflix.
Watch it.
She was like, have you watched it? I was like, nope. And she's like, why? It's like, you'll see. So she puts it in. Oh, there's a new dub. And it's awful.
She was like, what'd they do?
Which brings me up to being an old hateful man. I went and I rewatched the Rebuild 3 out of 4 movies so far because the 4th one isn't released yet.
Okay.
Do you know what year the first Rebuild movie was released?
87.
2007.
Oh.
Do you know the last one's coming out?
2027.
2020. Tentatively.
Tentatively, yes.
It's been 12. I was a teenager when this Rebuild started, and now I'm in my 30s.
How does that make you feel?
Old. And mad. But we got Shin Godzilla out of it, so everything's fine.
Shin Godzilla was good. I enjoyed that. Yeah, I'm happy.
So this is just angry ramblings. I hate everything. Everything's terrible, but you know, it's not too bad.
It's terrible. It's okay. I don't know.
Pretty much.
I've been watching a few TV shows. I watched What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show.
How is it?
It's really good. What We Do in the Shadows is one of my favorite movies. Or they're not swearwolves. They're werewolves.
All right, Mr. Wakiti, I'd look out because this guy's clearly got a crush on kiwis.
I have a crush on him. I want to see Jojo Rabbit so bad.
I know. It's unfortunate, the release schedule and our work schedule, and the fact that everyone took a dump on it. It's on my... Like, did it just come out on Xbox Video? Because you can watch it.
I believe it did.
Okay.
I have a love for that man and what he does. I love his subtle humor. It's right up my alley. I've watched like What We Do in the Shadows has some like great like really like sharp one-liners, and then he's got Hunt for the Wilder People, which is beautiful too, like one of my favorites. He's got another one called Boy, which is really good. Thor was good. Like he's got so many good movies. So yeah, that's my little ass kiss to him. Anyways.
So what else you been doing, Scott?
Not much. Working on the house. You know, this, that.
Expo season's coming up.
Yes, we put in.
I noticed there's a couple we're not going to be able to hit.
Yeah.
Sorry, San Diego.
Womp, womp, womp. I don't think San Diego's going to miss us, though.
They might.
You never know. I heard that George Lucas guy really likes the BNS Awesome podcast.
I heard he thinks it might be okay. Like he heard it as a background, like just the intro, and he's like, "That sounds kind of okay." And then he heard our voices, and he shut it off.
He was like, "That Scott guy always interrupts Bob. Bob's the best." Everybody has their own favorite. Fuck you guys for liking Bob.
I'm pretty sure you're the favorite, Scott. Which really,
really
it crushes my self-esteem.
I think that you're the favorite, Bob.
Well, I think the people I've talked to are like, "Oh, that's Scott. He's so funny," and they're
He's
like,
so charismatic.
They're like, "F you, Bob. You lousy drunk." You're so mean at work. We hate you. Go away.
So what this really is it's an intervention podcast. Bob, you need to stop drinking.
I can stop anytime I want. I just don't want to.
Have you ever seen an unhappy drunk? That's me.
But no, I've like I said, I've just been my dad every other day. He's asked me, "Is The Boys season 2 out?" And I tell him no.
Ooh, The Boys season 2. I can't wait for that. That's gonna be great. Did you check out The Witcher?
Not yet.
No.
I've been waiting because some people say it's good, some people say it's bad, and I can't make my own opinions. I have to be informed by others.
I would say check it out.
Penis armor.
Penis armor? The fuck are you talking about?
Oh, if I pointed it out, you'd never be able to not see it anymore, so I don't want to ruin it for you.
Just comes out of nowhere, fucking left fly ball.
Oh, it's not out of nowhere. Anybody who's followed the development of this show knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Penis armor.
Well, I guess they'd call it scrotum armor, but
Scroats lagoats.
So what else? What's happening? Like I say, I've just been playing a couple old school. I looked through my video games and I noticed the majority of my game titles that I own are handheld. Like I got a lot of Game Boy games, 3DS games, DS games, PSP, Vita games.
Switch games now.
I only got 2.
I only got 2. Breath of the Wild and Pokemon?
Pretty much.
Yeah. You'll get there.
But yeah, I looked at my collection. I was like, wow, a lot of my games were portable.
Seems good though.
I love Mega Man. I love Mega Man X,
I
the
never
X
played
series.
Mega Man.
I love it. I love Zero. I don't care if he's a male reploid. I'd be on it like that.
What the fuck does that mean?
I've never played it.
I'd go Gar for X and Y and Zero.
Bob's saying words that I don't know what they mean.
Yeah, I know. Someone out there.
Someone out there gets
Someone
it.
out there can translate.
You got nothing you're not looking forward to anything?
Oh, I'm doing a couple things this year.
Well, let's hear it.
Well, at the start of February, I'm going on a 26-day trip to the Orient.
So are you Chinese or Japanese?
Oh yeah, I remember that. 26th of February?
No, 26th of March.
March, okay.
You know, I'm going by myself basically because everyone else who said they wanted to go bailed on me. Story of my life. Story of my life. Scott, what's the story of my life? Play it back to me. Dictate it.
Insert sad Hulk music here. Dictate it.
But not red.
Yeah, that sucks. People bailed. They're kind of assholes. Just gonna throw that out there. If you listen to this, you'll know who you are. Me? I have a family, Bob.
Ladies and gentlemen, I told you he uses that excuse. He uses it as sure as the sun will rise, as the sun never rises again.
We looked into it. I just see for you to travel to the Orient is cheap. For me to travel to the Orient is expensive.
We just classify them as luggage and put them down below.
Yeah. If you cut them up into small enough pieces, they'll go anywhere. I mean, it puts the lotion on its skin and does to Oregon.
But no, I'll be hitting there up. I'll be going a couple places I haven't gone before just because. I'll be going up to the North Island of Hokkaido.
Any conventions up there while you're there?
Yes, there actually is, Scott, and that's one of the reasons I was going. Originally, I was just going to go for like a week, hit up the convention, and go around Tokyo, but I was like, you know what? No one's coming with me. I got nothing to do. The time's available. Why not go everywhere on the main island and go up to Hokkaido for a couple of days?
Sounds like a good idea, though.
Yes, I plan on doing some filming there. Filming. Hashtag editing is hard, and I will not up the footage to make Scott crazy. We have a bunch of stuff just sitting there, and I'm just like, it's not good enough. And
yeah, we definitely do. I'm like, let's upload something.
I asked Scott today, I was like, did you get any footage in Hawaii? Because I'm finishing up the Hawaii one. Is there anything you need to add? And then Scott said,
I didn't have a camera.
Is your iPhone not a camera? The best camera is the one you have with you.
That is true. I suppose that I fucked up there. But, or no, did I even have this phone yet? Do I have my other one?
Hashtag yes.
Maybe. No comment. I played the fifth.
He pleads the fifth, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this is not America. This is North America.
How did the footage turn out from Hawaii?
It's good. Most of it.
Most of it, yeah.
Like I say, we're going to have to splice some of the parachuting stuff into the fish and the chicken, the sea turtle. A couple scenes of you. I don't think there's any footage of me that I took of myself in Hawaii that isn't underwater. So, like, you might have a selfie of me underwater, but other than that, you could be like, yeah, Bob wasn't on that trip.
We just edited him out. So, yeah, no, it was fun. I enjoyed our trip to Hawaii. I'd like to go somewhere else, but man, like I said, it's hard when you got 3 other people that got to come with you.
Like I said, there was an expo happening in Vancouver. We just used that as an excuse. Hop down to Tokyo for 2 days, come back.
2 days?
You laugh, but I've done it on my days off, and you know that's happened.
I know you have.
The worst thing about that trip was, got in, got my 3-day Tokyo pass, got into Akiba, got my hotel room, walked across the street, because there's a new theater there, watched the movie, finished. I was like, well, I accomplished what I set out to do, and, you know, I got like 2 days left. I guess I should leave right now.
Right, walked back, got on the same plane because it hadn't left yet. It had a 4-hour delay, and back home before dinner. Okay.
I was just saying, it made me laugh because I was like, people were like, are you going to have enough time to get this done? And by the time I got there in the evening to nighttime, I had accomplished my goal, and I was like, well, I guess this is just free time after this.
Like, shit, now what am I going to do? So, Tokyo. Or, well, Japan, sorry.
Yes.
And then, any plans to play anything new that you're interested in?
New video games are all terrible. Terrible. When's Halo 6 coming out? It looks terrible.
Is it 6?
Well, Infinite, but it's 6.
Is it made by, what's it called?
343?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ugh. Woof.
I don't know how to feel about it. I just don't. I haven't been following it, like, spoiler-wise.
I think it was 4 was the last one I played through.
You know,
and it was there.
I didn't mind 5, and I didn't mind 4. I liked 4 more than I liked 5, that's for sure, but I didn't mind 5. It had its moments.
Okay. Huh.
I never play Halo competitively.
No.
Like, if I'm playing competitively, it's usually playing Destiny or something.
Yeah.
When I play Halo purely for the story.
Has it gotten better?
Well,
like, since 4 was 5 good?
5 was okay. It had its moments. Halo's, Halo Wars.
Yeah,
I'll even include Halo Wars. Halo Wars ODST to 3. That's like, I love that. When they get into the weird stuff with like the precursors and the Forerunner Human Wars and blah, blah, blah. It's just like...
That's when it kind of loses, yeah.
It's like, that's boring. It's somewhat of a retcon. It's like, oh, yeah, well, technically it was all these previous... It's like, no one cares about that. All they want is the humans and the Covenant. Know your audience, Bungie.
But...
Sleep 343.
Then again, you're also... For somebody like you should kind of appreciate it because you like the retconning.
No, I like deep lore. I don't like retcons.
Or, like that was the big issue with Star Wars for you was... Well, Star Wars was... That's a whole other thing. But anyways... I when you told me about it, I heard like lots of shit just didn't make sense. Like it didn't match up with the story they were trying to say.
Yeah, that's a serious problem with anything you're doing.
Yeah. But the fact that the Halo people are going back and they're like, okay, no, this is why this is happening, so they can set up new stuff. Isn't that good though?
If your story's terrible and you're just backtracking to make things fit, then no.
I'm kind of on the side of. If they realize they fucked up and they go back and they're like, oh, I got to fix this. Good. They could X-Men it.
You watched the Star Wars sequel trilogy, right? How'd that turn out?
No, I didn't watch the third one.
How'd it turn out? Was it good?
Was it good? Hi, I'm George Lucas, and I don't condone the Star Wars universe anymore.
Children fighting. One says Star Wars is good and the other one says Star Wars is bad.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm waiting for the new Xbox. I'm excited for the new Xbox. Are you?
Not really. I hate new consoles.
Xbox
with a passion
Series X.
I hate the new series problems with a passion that borders on the absurd, considering I don't feel the new hardware justifies the generation skip.
Yeah, kind of. The Xbox didn't really need a jump.
We're getting to the point where it seems ridiculous.
It's redundant.
Yes. To sell new consoles.
But we'll see how it turns out. I don't know. Faster load times, better graphics, blah, blah, blah.
They already say that, but if you remember the PC Master Race, you already have that.
Yes, I do. Trust me, I like my PC. I love playing games on it. I've actually just been recently messaging some PC devs. But you have no games you're looking forward to this coming year that you've seen?
I'm not super excited over anything.
Just for one of our little... what do you think was the worst game of this past year?
That's real
biggest
tough.
Flop, I guess.
Biggest flop?
Yeah.
I don't know if I could answer that. No? I could say the biggest platform flop and all the games with it would be the Stadia.
Yeah. What a shit show.
You were so excited for that.
It was interesting. It seemed interesting. I'm more interested in the xCloud.
I don't think it's going to work.
Well, xCloud is working already.
Yeah, but like it's working, haha, wink, wink.
I don't know. I think it'll work better than Stadia. Oh, yeah, Stadia's just... Ugh. Oh. I don't know what else to explain other than guttural noises. I don't know. Yeah. Disney Plus was a success. I knew that.
Yeah, well, how many people canceled their memberships after The Mandalorian? I paid up for the years because I'm a mindless Disney drone.
I didn't. I could see a lot of... Well, maybe a few people, but I don't think that many. I think a lot of people in my demographic... with a family, really enjoy it, get a lot out of it.
I'm being family shamed, Rain. How does that make you feel? You're being used by your father as an accessory for him to demean other people. How does that make you feel? And why are you back in the interview room?
I don't know.
Well,
he said, LOL, I don't know. Is there any answer more acceptable than that?
that's a perfect answer, Bob. That's my son.
Oh my god, he got a shiny Pokemon! Ah!
Okay, I don't know how to go on with this.
Scott, I noticed you haven't been playing Pokemon Go.
I actually have been. I played today. I don't know. I'm hoping Cyberpunk does good. I heard it got delayed till 2016 or till September, I think it was. That was kind of disappointing.
I saw a couple memes about that made me laugh. Zelda players going to Cyberpunk 77 players. There's a guy, I think it was James Frequent Noose. Cyberpunk 77 gets delayed. First time.
I want to play Cyberpunk.
I think that game's going to be great. I was really looking forward to the time slot that it was in because there's nothing really to play in April as it is. But I get giving more time to do better work, right?
Yes.
Anyways.
Is there anything else you're looking forward to? I know we're going to go hit up the Calgary Comic Expo.
Good chance we will be there.
But not Otafest because Scott has a family. Also, his birthday, my birthday, and his anniversary are the same day. So
yeah.
I will never forget Scott's anniversary.
That's right, Bob. You will never forget it.
I think this year we should have Frank Coppola as a guest at the Calgary Comic Expo.
Frank Coppola.
I don't know who that is, but I think we should have them.
Okay. We're talking about Cyberpunk. Yeah, I don't know. It sucks that Cyberpunk got delayed. We'll just go with that. Yeah, I don't really have anything else really planned for the rest of the year. Maybe go to Vancouver. We'll see.
Like, as an event? That's the Hollywood of Canada.
That's the Windy City.
It is. It's the city that never sleeps, Windy City. The Seattle and Hollywood of Canada.
Yep. Might go there for a little holiday. That'll be it this year.
Holiday?
Yeah. Go see my cousin and stuff.
So we're not doing this as a business trip.
I don't know about a business trip. Maybe a business trip too.
Jomo.
Jomo, come in. Me want to go home. Say Joe.
Mo. Jomo.
Yeah, there's a little shout out for Jomo Senpai. Good.
Our musical talents are never utilized.
Friend of the podcast. Lover and just a lover. He's just a lover.
He makes good t-shirt designs.
He does have great t-shirt designs, doesn't he?
It is. People are like, where'd you get that shirt? And I was like, up yours. And I was like, wait, maybe I should tell people.
Wait a second. Shit.
Once again, my confrontational nature is doomed me again.
Well, I think we'll call that an episode.
Well, it resembles an episode. I can't believe it's not an episode.
I can't believe it's not an episode. Anyways, for the BNS Awesome Podcast,
I'm Bob.
And I'm Scott.
And thank you for listening to our message of hope for the year 2020.
It was very surly, but well, I guess we got there. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Well, thanks for listening to another episode of the BNS Awesome Podcast. We can be reached on Twitter at BNS Awesome Pod. We can also be reached at our email account, bnsawesomepodcast@gmail.com. We also have an Instagram, the BNS Awesome Podcast. You can also get the podcast on YouTube. Just search up the BNS Awesome Podcast. We are also on Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes, and pretty much anywhere else you can get your podcasts at.